Welcome to Vivid English Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm James. It's so good to be back with you. How you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. I had a very large coffee this morning, so I'm feeling very energized. How about you?
I'm doing great, thank you. And I'm really excited about our topic today.
Oh, me too.
Because it's something that I know is a huge, huge challenge for so many people listening.
Absolutely. It's one of the most common things I hear from English learners.
So let's just imagine a situation for a moment. Have you ever been in a meeting and everyone is speaking English and the conversation is just moving so fast?
Yes, like a high-speed train just flying by.
Exactly. And you can't get on.
Right.
You have a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
You know you want to say something, but you just can't find that moment.
You're waiting for a pause.
And the pause never comes.
It never does. And then, slowly you start to feel invisible.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
Like you're just a statue in the room.
Yes. You feel invisible, or you worry that your team thinks you're being too quiet.
Or that you have no ideas.
But really, just you're scared to jump in. You don't want to be rude.
That fear of being rude. It is such a real barrier.
It is.
It stops so many talented people, but today we're going to fix that.
We certainly are. Today, we are going to master the art of interrupting politely.
Yes, we'll show you how to speak up in meetings like a boss.
I love the sound of that.
And just a quick note for everyone listening. Because this is such a practical skill, we're going to keep our energy high, but we're also going to speak very slowly and very clearly.
Yes. We want you to catch every single phrase, every detail.
So what's our plan? How are we going to break this down for everyone?
Okay, so we're going to take a closer look at verbal cues. So the actual words to use.
The phrases.
Then we'll look at body language, what you do with your hands, your eyes.
Okay, the nonverbal stuff.
And finally, we will practice some specific phrases you can use tomorrow.
I love it. Let's get started. I think we should begin with a concept I call the meeting paradox.
The meeting paradox. Ooh, that sounds interesting. What is that?
It's this contradiction that really trips up a lot of non-native speakers.
Okay.
Here it is. If you wait for permission to speak, you might never get to speak.
Oh, that is so true, especially in, American or British business meetings.
Right. Because in many cultures around the world, interrupting someone is seen as very, very rude.
Yes, absolutely. It's about politeness and respect. You wait your turn.
Exactly. It's an ordered line. But here is the secret about English-speaking business culture.
Okay, what's the secret?
A polite interruption is often not seen as rude.
Really? So what is it then?
It's often viewed as active participation.
Active participation.
Yes! It shows you are engaged. It shows you're excited. You have skin in the game, as they say.
Wow. That is a huge shift in mindset.
It is.
So if I sit silently, people might not think I'm being polite. They might think I'm just bored.
Precisely. Or that you don't have an opinion. So the goal is to change your thinking.
Okay.
You need to stop thinking, I am being rude, and you need to start thinking, I am contributing.
I am contributing. I love that. Okay, so we have permission. We know we should interrupt. But how? How do we do it without sounding, aggressive? That's the fear.
Right. There is a fine line. We need a system.
Let's do it. Let's organize this into a formula so it isn't so scary.
Okay.
We call this the 3-step jump-in formula.
3 steps. I like it. Simple. What's step 1?
Step 1 is the softener.
The softener. Like a pillow.
Yes, exactly like a pillow. It cushions the interruption. You need a short phrase to soften your entry into the conversation.
That makes perfect sense. So give us an example. What's a good softener?
A classic one is, sorry to jump in, but...
Let's say that again, nice and clear.
Sorry to jump in, but...
Perfect. Another good one might be, Can I add something here?
Can I add something here? I like that one. It's a question, but it's not really a question.
Exactly. It's a statement of intent. You're announcing that you are about to speak.
So that's step one, the softener. What's next?
Step 2 is the validation.
Validation. What do you mean by that?
It means you just briefly acknowledge what the other person said. You
So,
show them you were listening. It connects your idea to their idea.
okay, so what's a phrase for that?
You could say something like, "That's a great point about the budget."
I see. So you named the topic. That's a great point about the budget.
Yes. Or, "I agree with your point about the timeline." It makes the person feel heard.
That's really smart.
Yeah.
So we've softened, we've validated. What is step 3?
Step 3 is the contribution.
Okay, this is where I make my point.
This is where you make your point, and you need to do it quickly.
Right. So you would say something like, however, I think we should also consider the timeline.
Perfect.
Okay, let's put it all together now. Give us a full example sentence, all 3 steps.
Okay. Challenge accepted. Here it is.
Sorry to jump in, but that's a great point about the budget. However, I think we should also consider the quality.
Wow. That was so smooth.
It flows, right? Sorry to jump in is the softener. Point is the validation.
And consider the quality is the contribution.
Exactly.
That formula works in almost any situation. It turns an interruption into a collaboration.
It does, but, does every single situation need the same level of intensity?
That's a really good question. I don't think so.
No. Sometimes it's a very serious meeting. Sometimes it's more casual. We need different levels.
Okay, I like that. Let's call them levels of interruption. Let's start with level 1.
Level 1 is the soft interruption. This is for, low stakes, friendly situations.
Okay, what kind of phrases would we use here?
Something very light, like quick question.
Oh, I use that one all the time. Quick question. It's very disarming. Or you could say, "Do you mind if I add a quick thought?"
Do you mind if I add a quick thought? That is very polite.
Very polite. Okay, now let's go to level 2, the medium level.
Okay, level 2.
This is for your standard normal meeting. It's professional, but not an emergency.
Got it. What's the phrase?
A great one is, "If I could just jump in here for a second."
If I could just jump in here for a second. It's assertive, but still very polite.
Exactly. And now for level 3.
Level 3. This sounds serious.
It is. This is the direct or assertive interruption.
When would we use this?
When things are urgent, or when a bad decision is about to be made.
Or when someone just will not stop talking.
Haha, yes, that too. When you need to take control.
Okay, so what's the phrase for level 3?
You need to be firm. You can say, "Before we move on, I'd like to say."
Ooh, that is strong. Before we move on, it really stops the conversation.
It demands attention. It says, "Listen to me now."
I feel like I have to use level 3 with you sometimes when you get too excited about grammar. Okay, but this brings up a good point. We've talked a lot about words. Is that all there is?
Not at all. And this is so important. You can interrupt without saying anything at first.
Or with your body?
With your body language, your nonverbal cues.
I think this is where a lot of learners get stuck. They sit very still because they are thinking.
Right. But if you sit still, people think you have nothing to say. You need to signal that you want to talk.
Okay, so how do we do that? What about the hand raise? Not like in school.
No, please do not do that. It looks very childish.
Okay.
A business hand raise is small. You just lift your hand a little off the table. Or maybe raise your index finger.
Just a little signal.
A little signal. And then there's the lean in.
The lean in. I've heard of this.
In a real meeting room, you move your body forward toward the table.
If you physically enter the conversation space?
Yes. And a great tip for virtual meetings on Zoom or Teams. Move your face closer to the camera. Your face gets bigger on the screen.
It shows engagement. It works. And finally, eye contact.
Who should we look at?
Lock eyes with the speaker, or even better, the meeting leader. If they see you, they will often invite you to speak.
It's like a secret language.
It is. It's a dance.
Okay, so we know how to interrupt, but what if someone interrupts us?
Ah, the flip side.
Yes, because that happens all the time.
It does. We call this the defense.
The defense, I like it. So what do we do?
You need to politely hold your ground.
Okay, give me a phrase.
Phrase 1. Hold on, just let me finish this point.
Simple, direct. Hold on, just let me finish this point.
Yes. Or a softer one is, I'm almost done, then I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Ooh, that's very classy. You promised them a turn, but after you.
Exactly. And one more. You have to say it firmly, but with a smile. You cannot sound angry.
Right, a professional, calm smile.
Now, you mentioned a technique before that is great for leaders.
Yes, the back to you technique.
I love this one. Can you explain it?
This is when you interrupt, not for yourself, but to give the floor to someone else.
Oh, that is such a generous move.
It is. You see someone who is quiet, who is trying to speak. You jump in and say, sorry to interrupt, but I think Sarah has some data on this. Sarah, what do you think?
I love that. You become the helper. You open the door for them.
And it makes you look like a great leader.
Fantastic. Okay, before we do some practice, are there any big cultural mistakes to avoid?
Yes, two very common ones.
What's the first one?
Mistake number 1 is waiting for perfect silence.
Yes. The silence that never actually comes.
It never comes. In English meetings, people overlap. You have to be brave and find a tiny gap.
Just a little breath.
Just a breath. And you go, don't wait. And mistake number 2,
Okay.
sounding aggressive because you forgot the softener.
Right. So you don't just say, that's wrong.
No, that feels like an attack. But if you say, sorry, but I have a different perspective, it is perfectly fine.
Softeners really are magic words.
They are.
Okay. I think it's time to do some acting.
Oh boy, I'm ready.
We'll act out a few short scenarios now. We will do them slowly so you can hear the tone.
Sounds good. What is scenario A?
Scenario A, a heated, urgent discussion about a deadline. We need a level 3 interruption.
Got it. Level 3, assertive.
Okay, I'll start. So I really think we need to push the launch to December. The marketing team just isn't ready, and I don't see why we can't just...
Before we move on, I'd like to say that changing the date is not an option.
Ooh, that was very firm.
Was it okay?
It was perfect. You stopped me immediately. Your tone was serious, but not angry.
Okay, good. What's scenario B?
Scenario B, a chaotic virtual meeting. Everyone is talking at once.
Okay, so I need to use visual cues and a clear, loud voice.
Exactly. I'll be the background noise.
Mm-hmm.
And then the report and the budget, and also we need to check the...
If I could just jump in here for a second, I think we are missing the main point.
Nice. I can almost hear you leaning into the microphone.
Haha, I did. I projected my voice. I used that level 2 phrase to cut through the noise.
It worked perfectly.
Okay.
Okay, last one. Scenario C.
Okay.
You have to interrupt your boss, that's me, to correct a small mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be very, very polite.
High politeness, lots of softeners. Got it.
Okay. So, as we all know, the client is based in London, so we need to schedule for that time zone.
Sorry to jump in, but actually, I believe the client moved to Manchester last week.
Ooh. Well, thank you for that correction.
You're welcome.
That was so gentle. Sorry to jump in. I believe. Using I believe is a great softener, too.
Yes. It's much softer than saying you are wrong. It's just offering new information.
Exactly. Hearing these out loud is so helpful.
It is. So everyone listening, please practice these phrases. Say them to your cat.
Uh-huh. Yes. Your cat needs to learn about polite interruptions.
Absolutely.
You know, as we start to wrap up, can I ask you something a bit more personal?
Of course. go for it.
Was there ever a time when you didn't speak up in a meeting
Yeah.
and you regretted it?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Early in my career, I was in a big strategy meeting.
Hmm.
I was the youngest person there, and I had this idea. I just knew it was the right solution.
And what happened?
I sat there. I waited for that perfect silence. I kept thinking, is my grammar okay? Is this a stupid idea?
Oh, no.
And while I was waiting and worrying,
Mm.
someone else said my exact idea.
That's heartbreaking.
It was. And the boss said, "Great idea, Bob." And I realized my silence cost me. It wasn't about the language, it was about courage.
That is such a powerful story.
It was a good lesson.
And it leads us to our final message today for everyone. Please remember this.
Yes.
Your voice has value.
It really does.
You are in that meeting for a reason. Don't wait for permission to be brilliant.
Beautifully said. Interrupting is just a skill. It takes practice.
It does.
But once you have these phrases, you have the power to participate.
Exactly. Start small. Start with level 1. Just try a quick question.
You can do this. We believe in you.
Well, that is all the time we have for today.
We really hope you feel ready to jump into your next meeting like a boss.
Please don't forget to subscribe and catch our next episode on the Vivid English podcast.
Yes, be sure to tune in to Vivid English Podcast next time. We love having you here with us.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.